Stories. Stories through art. Stories through sculptures. Well, I have stories to tell you. What's been going on since I started teaching at home? I have noticed so many wild animals in my garden, and they do inspire me. I actually never paid attention to all these little creatures before, at least not as much as now. Since I'm outside every day, I have a connection with them, and I love the connection because it gives me inspiration to create art. And it also helps because I focus on the positive in a challenging situation where we all have to stay home. So my sculpture that I'm going to make of myself, it's going to be an upper torso sculpture. It's going to be of me, but then I'm going to tweak it and change it and tell a story through it. And how do you do that? Well, start off by just thinking. Think about a moment, a happening, something that stands out in your life that means a lot to you, and see if you can take that situation or happening or emotion or feeling and turn that into the story of your sculpture. First, take a lump of clay that is a little smaller than a snowball size and roll it into a sphere. Squeeze it a little bit so that you shape it into an oval. Then take a smaller piece of clay and roll it until it's round like a sphere, and then put a little bit of pressure on top and bottom and squeeze it so that you end up with a flat top and bottom. This is going to be your neck. You're going to attach that to the oval you made first. Make sure that you push the clay together with your finger. If you just put it on lightly, it's going to fall off when it dries. So you have to squeeze the clay, push the clay with your fingers. So the neck and the head becomes one piece. Here is another bigger lump of clay. It's bigger than my head and neck together, and I shaped it into a cylinder. When you have the size you like, you're going to put your head on. So you attach the neck onto this upper torso part and make sure that you push the clay together again. Then after this, it's time to add details. And what are you going to do? Well, I am going to use nature as an inspiration, and I may turn myself into a squirrel lady because I have so many friendly squirrels in my garden. And I respect them because they are wild. Yet they keep me company, and it's really fun to watch and observe them. So I'm going to celebrate that moment in this sculpture. I can't wait to see what you come up with. What's been going on in your life? How can you tell a story? All stories are great stories. Your story is important. And try to incorporate your story into this fantastic sculpture of yourself. Post it in Google Classroom when you're done.